Hi, this is Max with Hot Lava Sports. Today's episode's going to be about how the NCAA is super inconsistent on their rule changes. So, some of you may know last year the FDU, who beat Zach Edey and Purdue in that huge upset where they eventually lost to FAU in the second round. Well, that would have happened if the conference championship winner Merrimack went in and Merrimack won the conference tournament and they didn't get the auto bid. Why is that? Well, that's going to be a similar scenario of why Lemoyne they're playing um, Merrimack. Funny enough, um, tomorrow morning, and the winner of that game is going to the Northeast Conference Tournament final. But unfortunately, the loser of that game of whoever plays Lemoyne and Merrimack is gonna automatically go to the tournament, which will be either Wagner or Central Connecticut. So it's going to be almost a mirror image. So why am I bringing this up? Well, there's there's a handful of other schools like the there's a lot of other schools that are not going to be eligible for the tournament, including St. Thomas, Starland State, Texas A&M Commerce, UCSD, Utah Tech, and that's because the 4-year transitioning period. And that's not just that's just the tip of it. Um, so I'm gonna go down the list. So yeah, the the 4-year trans the 4-year transition period for basically says no university going from D2 to D1 or I think from any division to another division can compete for a championship. So why on earth does the NCAA allow conferences to allow their teams to participate in their conference tournament if they're going to not be eligible? Well, like some conferences have made it where you're not going to participate until you're eligible, which I think the Big West did that with UCSD. Um, but on the same token, like this is a trickle effect. This is not about like you know quality of play. Like some of them make it they don't want universities jumping from division to division and not being committed. Well, look at what the NIL has done. What has the transfer portal done? What has the um, everyone playing um, like this is about power. This is about um, like taking opportunities from athletes that will never get this chance again and are probably not going to play professionally. And this is their chance to shine, to get a chance. And this is like across all sports, except there's a few exceptions. In some NCAA sports, for instance, water polo, rifles, shooting, bowling, beach volleyball, um, and any fencing, I think wrestling, any skiing, any sport that only has one division or is like co-ed can is exempt from that rule. So that being said, it's like only certain teams and certain divisions have to follow that rule. So you could have a friend that plays fencing and you're playing baseball and you don't have to follow the same rules. And I understand the athletic budget and stuff, but on top of that, another thing I want to bring up is the, the National Invitational Tournament. A lot of you know, like, oh, a lot of smaller schools like Eastern Washington or um, like a lot of the mid majors had an opportunity, and some of them like went really far to the semifinals or finals, and it was like really exciting for everyone to watch, um, to compete, and for like if you didn't get the automatic bid, and it was an opportunity to go be on ESPN live TV to compete in the postseason. But because the new rules, they're not allowing any mid majors. They're basically just saying Power Five conferences for the National Invitation Tournament. That is just absolutely absurd. I mean, I know it's for money and stuff, but the NCAA was created for player safety. So if you're trying to tell us that they're concerned about the player safety, you're not. You're like favoriting um, athletes divisions, and that's unfair. That's wrong. That's disrespectful. That is not right. And on top of that, another scenario that actually happened recently is James Madison and Jacksonville State, where like I know James Madison was like 10-0 or 11-0, and then they lost one, and they should have had like a New Year's Six bowl, but they ended up getting in both of those schools because there wasn't enough bowl eligible teams that had 6 wins. So like you're just taking away the opportunities of these student athletes. Um, I know I've been going on and on, but this is something not new. This is gonna be talked about again and again. And if the NCAA really cares, they would do the right thing and honor some of the waivers. 4-year period, especially at universities that are well funded and well um, like recognized globally. I mean, like I don't know what they're trying to accomplish by continuing this. Let me know in the comments what you think, but it really hurts because I know these student athletes work really hard and they compete all year. They all off season. Um, yeah, thank you.